Olivia Chow with Yokip Consulting based in New York City. We help money transfer companies, blockchain companies, and fintechs with bank accounts, business development, and licensing solutions. I came to see a lot of the people that I love to see in the industry. I also came to help IMTC with the Remittance Innovation Forum. I think it was a good success this year. We had a lot of interesting products and also get the word out about the Fintech Awards. What I expect from the industry in 2020, what we discussed in the Remittance Innovation Forum was looking at a lot of the trends that we saw just from my own knowledge, but also crossing that with the entries that we got from the Fintech Awards in 2019. And I think that will give us a peek into 2020. I would say some of the two big drivers of trends that are still happening is, of course, de-risking, but I think that it's become an opportunity. We're seeing a lot of innovations on how to move around correspondent banking, whether that is blockchain. So I would say a bigger trend for 2020. I know we've been talking about it, but I do think it is time to make it real. We had our last year's Industry Choice Award was Values Partnership with Alipay's blockchain. And I'm very proud to say that we called the fact that literally just this month, China announced that they were completely going to be supporting blockchain and that they're moving their central bank currency to a stable coin. So China's doing that, the second largest economy in the world. I do think that combined with what we saw with Facebook Libra, a lot of central governments are really taking this technology seriously. And how does that affect remittances? I think that could really change the way that the settlement happens. Second trend I noticed is even though all the back end is starting to become more digital and a lot more people are using payments online, bill pay, huge trend. Everyone's asking for that now that you can pay bills because there's online payment available. Caveat though, people always say, is it cash or is everything's going digital? I think the big trend will be where cash and digital meet, which is funny because this is true for whether I'm talking about cryptocurrencies or I'm talking about just regular online payments. Just because your customers like to pay in cash doesn't mean they're gonna not know how to use a kiosk that has a smartphone interface. So there's gonna be, I think the back end and the interfaces that people use will be a lot more modernized, and we're seeing all the different evolutions and ripples effects of that, whether that be bill pay, how do people shop online if they don't have a bank account, where are those points meeting, and how we're going to bridge that into the future. To the de-risking point, I also think that banks are more and more open to talking with innovators because they know the space is growing, and it's one of the areas that even the biggest banks are investing most in fintechs that are either doing payments or settlements. So that's definitely going to affect remittances, and I hope to see more innovations along the lines for our Fintech 2020, which is going to be in June in Nairobi, Kenya. And we're going to be partnering, or it's going to be hosted by the Global Forum for Remittance Investment and Development, which is an IFAD and World Bank convention. So hope to see you there.